Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us. In today's webinar, I will be discussing what new hotels are coming to San Francisco, what hotels have been renamed, and which have been renovated. I'll be silencing everybody's line for the presentation. If you have any questions, please type them in the chat box, and I will answer them at the end of the presentation. To get started, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Sarah Smith. I'm the Senior Manager of Convention Sales Development here at San Francisco Travel. I've worked for the organization for a little over 10 years, and I am based in our Washington, D.C. office. But I do go out to San Francisco regularly, and I am headed out next on Saturday. Also, I wanted to give you a little bit of information about San Francisco Travel if you aren't familiar with the organization. We are the Convention and Visitors Bureau for San Francisco Travel, and we were established a little bit over 100 years ago, so we've been around for quite some time. And our organization is funded by the Tourism Improvement District, so all of our services are completely complimentary to you, and we do hope you use them. Speaking of services, I'll give you a little bit of overview of some of what we do. There's a variety of things listed on the screen here, but basically we are here to help make your experience of planning a meeting in San Francisco as seamless as possible. A few ways we can do that is giving you all the up-to-date information that we have that might impact your meeting, whether it's information on hotels and venues or on availability dates. Also connecting you with vendors who will help make your meeting a success, and we can provide you with marketing materials to help promote San Francisco as your meeting destination and help increase your attendance. We also represent territories outside of San Francisco. We can help you plan your meeting in wine country over to Sacramento, down through Silicon Valley, and then down to Monterey and Carmel. So the next time you are considering San Francisco or the Greater Bay Area for a meeting, please let us know. We are here to help. Now let's start talking about what we are here for. What's new in San Francisco with hotels? Our hotel scene is constantly changing in San Francisco, so I thought it would be a great opportunity to give you some updates on what's happened in the last 12 months. Currently, we have 218 hotels in San Francisco and a little bit over 34,000 sleeping rooms. 15 hotels have over 500 hotel rooms, and 4 have over 1,000. A majority of our hotel rooms are within walking distance of the Moscone Center, which is our main convention center in San Francisco. The Moscone Center has been undergoing renovation and expansion the last few years, but that will be complete at the end of this year, and we will be welcoming a full slate of citywide conventions starting January of 2019. We've had several new hotels come on board in the last 12 months. First of which is the Proper Hotel in San Francisco. This is in a historic Flatiron building in the Mid-Market neighborhood. Mid-Market San Francisco is close to a lot of tech companies like Twitter, Spotify, Square, and Uber. This hotel opened last fall, and the interior design of the hotel is really what sticks out. The Proper describes it themselves. The design of the hotel seamlessly joins romantic warmth of old world with the geographic vibrancy of the new. And you will understand that when I get to my next slide. But before I do, I want to point out this is their rooftop space. A lot of our new hotels coming on board in San Francisco have amazing rooftop venues. Our temperatures in San Francisco are pretty temperate, so you can use rooftop venues year round. And this one is has some pretty great views. The Proper Hotel has 131 guest rooms of various shapes and sizes. You can see in the upper left-hand corner a more traditional room, and then immediately to the right of that, a bunk bedroom. They also have a collection of traditional and non-traditional meeting spaces. Carmine's is the Proper's rooftop, which I showed you before. In this picture to the right, the big one is also of their rooftop. They have a mix of indoor and outdoor space, and a full buyout can accommodate up to 200 people. They have a private dining room that can accommodate 14. It's called Gilda's Dining Room in their restaurant. And they have 2 meeting rooms. One is 700 square feet and can host up to 75 people, and the other one is a boardroom for 12. Next is the Hotel Via. The Hotel Via is a boutique property that opened just under a year ago. It's located in the Soma neighborhood, which stands for South of Market, and it's right across the street from AT&T Park, where the San Francisco Giants play. And if you take a look in this picture, you can see the lights of the ballpark in the background. The Hotel Villa has 138 guest rooms, and the rooftop at the Villa is really their main event space. It's a combination of indoor and outdoor space and has spectacular views of San Francisco skyline, the Bay Bridge, and also, of course, AT&T Park. The rooftop's about 3,000 square feet with a max capacity of 250 people. The AC Hotel, San Francisco Airport, Oyster Point waterfront, is in the Oyster Point neighborhood, which is a really pretty neighborhood overlooking the bay. It has a feeling of a biotech campus because there's a lot of bio companies that are headquartered there. The San Francisco Bay Trail runs right by it, so you can go walking, biking right outside the hotel. It's 5 minutes from San Francisco Airport. They have a free shuttle, and 10 miles or about 20 minutes to downtown Union Square area. The AC Hotel has 187 guest rooms and suites, over 8,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor event space. Their largest ballroom is 2,675 square feet and can fit up to 250 people reception style or 200 theater. And this hotel has a very upscale feel to it and a lot of natural light in their meeting spaces, which is pretty nice. The Virgin Hotel will open up this fall, and it's the second hotel that Virgin hotels have. That will be in the South of Market, Soma neighborhood. And again, here's a picture of their rooftop space, which can be enclosed. They have 192 guest rooms and 2 penthouse suites. And the dining options at the Virgin Hotel will be the Commons Club, which will be the flagship restaurant, bar, and lounge. The photo of that is to the left. And they'll be open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's likely that buyouts are going to be available. Again, this hotel hasn't opened yet, so they're still ironing out some things. The Funny Library will be their coffee shop, which will have both indoor and outdoor space. And then, as I mentioned previously in the last slide, they'll have an indoor and outdoor rooftop that will have craft cocktails. It'll be available for events. 250 people will be the max capacity for a full buyout, but they will also have 2 private party decks that can each accommodate 50 people. The ideal group size for this hotel is about 50 to 70 people. They have a few private event spaces. The Shag Room is located right off the lobby, and it can be closed off by curtain. It can accommodate 50 people for a reception, and that has a fireplace, very large windows, has a living room type feel to it. On their mezzanine level, they also have a few event spaces. The Manor, which is a 1,729 square foot meeting space divisible by 3, and that can fit up to 120 people in rounds. And they also have a terrace lounge, which is an indoor-outdoor space that can be completely enclosed, and it'll be set with several casual seating areas. Total event capacity or event space at this property is 4,000 square feet, and they are opening in the fall of 2018. The Yotel San Francisco also will be opening later this year. It'll be the first West Coast hotel for Yotel. They currently have one in Boston and one in New York. This will be in the Mid-Market neighborhood. That's the same neighborhood, again, where Twitter, Spotify, Square is, a lot of the tech companies, so this hotel will fit right in. They are converting a historic building, the Grand Building, into the Yotel. The Grand Building actually survived the 1906 earthquake, and they are turning it into a 203 cabin Yotel. The small but efficient spaces for the guest rooms will focus on technology and affordability. Some unique aspects of the rooms include heated towel racks, monsoon showers, and keyless hotel entry. You'll be able to get into your hotel room not by key, but by your smartphone or smart device. The food and beverage outlets will include Alta Restaurant by Michelin star chef Daniel Patterson and a rooftop terrace with 360-degree views of San Francisco. They will also have a club lounge on the mezzanine level, and it'll have co-working spaces and private phone booths. And again, that is opening this year. Opening in a few weeks, June 28th, is the Lodge at the Presidio. It'll be San Francisco's closest lodging to the Golden Gate Bridge. This 42-room, 3-story hotel is housed in a former U.S. Army barracks, and it was built around the late 1800s. So it's a very historic property. And a majority of the guest rooms actually have views of the Golden Gate Bridge, which is very nice. This hotel will not have meeting space, but there are several event spaces located in the Presidio that are within walking distance, just a stone's throw away. Some of those include the Presidio Officers Club, the Golden Gate Club, and the Walt Disney Family Museum. The lodge also has a sister property very close by, also in the Presidio, called the Inn at the Presidio, and that has 26 rooms. So if you are interested in doing a city retreat feel for your meeting, this would be the perfect spot, utilizing both of those hotels, a few of the different event spaces in the Presidio. It would definitely make for a very unique meeting. There's also more new supply coming that's either in construction, final planning, or planning phases. Few that I wanted to point out on this chart. The Grand Hyatt San Francisco Airport will be the first hotel at the airport, actually on the airport property. They broke ground earlier this year and are slated to have 17,500 square feet of meeting space, so decent amount of meeting space in that property. A few new brand names for San Francisco that are on the way are Waldorf Astoria, Lanham Place, and Moxie Hotels. There's an additional 476 rooms in planning that are independent or no-name hotels with no planned opening dates, so they're not listed on this chart. Next up are hotel renovations. So not only do we have a lot of new properties in San Francisco, but a lot of our properties that have been there for several years are really reinventing themselves. Our hotels are constantly changing, so here's what's new. The Hotel Kabuki renovation was complete in late September. They really modernized their hotel while keeping the Japanese influence. The hotel has 225 guest rooms and is located in Japantown. Some of the unique aspects of the hotel include the Japanese garden woven throughout the property and a yoga studio. They have 13,000 square feet of meeting and event space, and the largest space can accommodate up to 500 people. The JW Marriott in San Francisco also recently completed a renovation. They renovated their guest rooms, lobby, restaurant, meeting space, and outdoor terrace. They have 337 guest rooms, 16,648 square feet of meeting space with 15 separate event spaces, and they are located in Union Square. The Hotel Sparrow underwent a top-to-bottom renovation, and that was complete in April of 2018. If you don't recognize the name, that's because it is new. The Hotel Sparrow was formerly the Hotel Serrano. They have 3,000 square feet of meeting space, 236 guest rooms. They're located in Union Square. They also have Jasper's Corner Tap and Kitchen, and that is available for buyouts for up to 250 people. So if you are hosting a meeting in the hotel and want a little change of scenery for your food and beverage, you can buy out Jasper's. Another new name for San Francisco is the Hotel Zoe. It was formerly the Tuscan Inn down in Fisherman's Wharf, and they did also top to bottom renovation, guest rooms, lobby, meeting space, all were upgraded. They have 221 guest rooms and a little over 2,000 square feet of meeting space, and a lot of their meeting space has natural light, and several of the rooms open up to the courtyard, which is pictured above, which can be utilized for evening receptions. Other hotel renovations that were recently completed. Westin St. Francis, you can see the picture there, top left-hand corner, completed the renovation of their landmark building's 622 guest rooms in April, and this was the biggest renovation ever undertaken for their 1904 building. The Galleria Park renovated their lobby, which is now 2 stories, and also their guest rooms and event spaces. And picture of that is the top right. The Harbor Court Hotel did a complete renovation of their hotel last month, top to bottom. They have 131 rooms and are located in the South and Market neighborhood overlooking the Bay Bridge. And this bottom image is of their new lobby area. The Hilton San Francisco Union Square renovated their Tower 2 lobbies, and that was completed late last year. Stamford Court completed renovations this spring of their lobby, bar, restaurants, and guest rooms. And the Four Seasons Hotel completed their guest room renovation in March. We have a few hotels that have renovations that are ongoing, including the Courtyard San Francisco downtown, and this picture above shows a rendering of what their rooms will look like. Their guest rooms will be complete later this year, and their meeting space was renovated in 2016. The Intercontinental of San Francisco will be renovating their guest rooms and meeting space. The Intercon was the biggest hotel to open up in the last 2 years. It opened in 2008, and so now it's time to do some refreshing. Their meeting space will be complete this summer, and their rooms will be complete in 2019. The Marriott Union Square is completing 400 guest rooms renovation this summer, and their lobby renovation is scheduled for later 2018. And finally, the Hotel Triton completed a lobby renovation. Rooms will be complete in September. And we have a few more renovations on the books. Can't leave you with not knowing what's to come. The Hotel Zelos, which is south of Market, will be renovating their rooms, and that's scheduled for November of this year. San Francisco Marriott Marquis will begin guest room and meeting space renovation in August, and the W Hotel will do a full room renovation scheduled for August 2018, and their meeting space was renovated back in 2016, so that's still fresh looking. If you have any questions, please type them in now or reach out to me after the webinar by phone or email. And in the meantime, don't forget to follow us on our social media channels for even more updates. We really, whenever we get updates, we push them out on social media, so it's a great way to see what other people are doing in the city as well as stay up to date. Well, that will conclude our webinar. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, and I hope you have a wonderful day.